Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. During the latest edition of WWE SmackDown, Paul Heyman made an appearance and sent a message to the new Bloodline and Solo Sikoa ahead of the tribal combat. The Wiseman was even confronted by the self-proclaimed tribal chief, with Solo issuing a major statement by asserting a post-match stipulation. Sikoa declared that regardless of the winner of the match, Paul Heyman would be the one to place the prestigious necklace around the neck of the victor. Amidst this, there appears to be a potential hint that Heyman might betray Roman Reigns during the Raw Netflix premiere show. However, this betrayal is not due to Solo Sikoa or CM Punk, but rather due to The Rock. The final boss made his last appearance at Bad Blood 2024, where he made a three-finger gesture while confronting both Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. During Heyman's promo on SmackDown, fans noticed that the special counsel also flashed a similar three-finger gesture, sparking speculation of a possible alliance with the final boss. There is also growing speculation that The Rock might appear on the Raw premiere on Netflix. If he does, it's possible that Paul Heyman will reveal his true allegiance, disclosing a secret alliance with the Great One. Additionally, since Heyman is slated to place the Eula Fala around the winner's neck, if The Rock does appear, he could be the one to receive it instead. Many fans think of this as a plausible outcome and have pitched the story online. Overall, it will be interesting to see what unfolds on the Raw Netflix debut show, and whether Paul Heyman's loyalty to Roman Reigns remains intact after the tribal combat. The alliance between Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns has undoubtedly become one of the most successful partnerships in recent years within the Stamford-based promotion. However, when the original tribal chief went on hiatus, the Wiseman found himself left to navigate the challenges of Solo Sikoa's faction. The self-proclaimed tribal chief forced Heyman to comply with his demands, leaving him helpless and without any support from the head of the table during his time of need. It's possible that Heyman has not forgotten how abandoned he felt when he needed the OTC the most. As a result, he might ultimately decide to betray the original tribal chief and align himself with The Rock. Such a move would inject an unexpected twist into the Bloodline saga, leaving fans speculating about the future of the OTC and the Wiseman. The idea of Paul Heyman betraying Roman Reigns, a major twist in the Bloodline saga, adds an intriguing layer to an already complex storyline. A potential betrayal would undoubtedly shake the foundation of the Bloodline, which has become a central narrative in WWE. However, the twist lies in the suggestion that Heyman's actions wouldn't be motivated by his usual loyalty to Solo Sikoa or even CM Punk, both of whom have been involved in various tensions surrounding Roman Reigns. To set the stage, Paul Heyman has long been the advocate for Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, helping him ascend to the top of the WWE mountain. Heyman's strategic genius and ability to manipulate situations have played a crucial role in Roman's dominance, and his relationship with Reigns has been solidified by the shared goal of maintaining control of the WWE universe. However, Heyman is known for his cunning and opportunistic nature. He is a master of the game, and it's always been clear that he has his own interests at heart, regardless of the loyalty he shows to his clients. The idea of Heyman turning on Reigns isn't entirely far-fetched. The dynamic between Heyman and Roman has been tense at times, with small signs of friction indicating that Heyman's loyalty may be in question. The twist lies in the fact that the betrayal wouldn't be for Solo Sikoa, who is the enforcer and brother-in-arms of Roman Reigns, or CM Punk, who has been teasing a return to the company and could be a potential ally for Heyman. One of the key elements of a Paul Heyman betrayal would involve his motivations. Heyman's relationship with Roman Reigns has been built on mutual benefit, but there's a growing narrative that suggests that Heyman could be motivated by a personal agenda that goes beyond his connection to either Solo or CM Punk. Could Heyman have his sights set on a future where he becomes the power broker in WWE, no longer tethered to Reigns or the Bloodline, but instead as an independent force, manipulating events to his own advantage? This would allow Heyman to align with a new superstar, someone who represents the next evolution of WWE, or perhaps someone who could offer him a better opportunity to continue his legacy. With that in mind, let's explore potential candidates for this betrayal. One potential twist is that Heyman could align with a superstar who is being groomed to take over as the new face of WWE, someone who represents the future. This would set up a dramatic clash between the old guard, represented by Roman Reigns, and the new guard, supported by Heyman. A potential candidate for this new alliance could be someone like Cody Rhodes, who has been on the rise in WWE since his return at WrestleMania 38. With Rhodes being involved in high-profile storylines and remaining one of WWE's most beloved stars, a partnership with Heyman could be a game-changer. Heyman could provide the strategic edge that Rhodes needs to finally defeat Roman Reigns and claim the top spot in WWE. This would also make sense from a storyline perspective, as Heyman might recognize that Rhodes is a legitimate threat to Reigns' reign, and rather than be swept aside by the eventual rise of Rhodes, Heyman could decide to make a preemptive move. Aligning with Rhodes could not only serve his interests, but also position him as an essential player in the ongoing narrative of WWE's main event scene. Another possibility is that Heyman could align himself with a returning WWE legend, someone who is past their prime but still commands immense respect. This could be someone like Edge, who has had an unpredictable career, constantly reinventing himself. With Heyman's influence, Edge could become a dominant force once again, possibly making a run for the Universal Championship. This would also serve to elevate Heyman's status as a manager, showing his ability to work with both rising stars and established legends. Perhaps this is part of Heyman's long-term vision, to become the manager of a faction of powerful superstars, each one representing a different era of WWE. In this scenario, Heyman could pivot from his alliance with Reigns, not because of personal dislike, but because he sees more potential in this new direction. One of the most exciting and speculative twists would involve the return of The Rock, who has teased a potential match with Roman Reigns for years. If Heyman were to align himself with The Rock, it would create a seismic shift in the WWE landscape. The Rock's return, coupled with Heyman's support, could spell the end of Roman's reign as the tribal chief. This storyline would be loaded with personal stakes, as it would not only involve the power struggle between Reigns and The Rock, but also introduce Heyman as a key orchestrator of this conflict. The Rock's return would generate massive interest, and Heyman's involvement would heighten the drama. He could act as the mediator between two of WWE's most iconic figures, but ultimately, his betrayal of Reigns would show that he's always looking for the most powerful opportunity, no matter how much history he has with the Reigns family. The decision not to betray Roman Reigns for Solo Sikoa or CM Punk adds depth to the narrative. While Solo is the enforcer and the unsung member of the bloodline, Heyman's decision to not align with him indicates a lack of confidence in Solo's potential to lead. Solo's storyline has been one of loyalty to his cousin, Roman, but Heyman may see him as too one-dimensional to help him achieve his goals. As for CM Punk, while there's speculation about Punk's return, aligning with him might not serve Heyman's long-term objectives. Punk is unpredictable and has a tumultuous relationship with WWE management, which could make him a difficult ally. Heyman might recognize that Punk's presence could ultimately hinder his ambitions, especially if it leads to further instability in the locker room. Furthermore, Punk's narrative would likely revolve around him fighting against the establishment, which doesn't align with Heyman's desire for control and power. If Paul Heyman were to betray Roman Reigns, the fallout would be monumental. Roman would be left reeling, as his most trusted ally turns against him at a critical point in his reign. The emotional toll on Roman would be evident, especially considering how much Heyman has meant to him both professionally and personally. This betrayal could spark a vicious war for control of WWE, with Heyman as the manipulative mastermind pulling the strings. For the WWE Universe, this storyline would be a captivating exploration of power, loyalty, and ambition. Heyman's betrayal would inject new energy into an already thriving narrative, opening up endless possibilities for new rivalries, alliances, and shocking twists. Ultimately, the key to this potential betrayal is not just the twist itself, but the larger question of what motivates Paul Heyman. His long-term goals in WWE could be far more complex than simply siding with one faction or another. Instead, Heyman's betrayal could set the stage for a new era, where he becomes the puppet master, orchestrating the rise and fall of the next generation of WWE superstars.